Hello, beautiful friends. Let's talk about being high vibe. So, a lot of us, we have this path of awakening, if you will, where the outside world, the ego constructs, the mind constructs, everything that we've been told within the realms of society and how we are as humans starts to dissolve, and we see a greater connection between everything that we do and all of the relationships that we have within and without. We become illuminated to things that we may have not been open to before, like the subtleties in life, what tends to be looked over within the society looking for success and achievements. We become to this space where we see a higher connection, a deeper understanding of the world at large. And so we come to this place of seeing the subtleties of life and everything around us. And we begin to look into maybe some esoteric knowledge or occult knowledge. We begin to look at different teachings, philosophical theories, and different types of concepts, right? So we see all of these higher teachers and teachings, and we go to this space of wanting to transcend the human experience, of wanting to not experience exactly what we came here for. There's a certain element of bypassing within this, meaning, and I'm able to speak to this because I have been here. There's a certain level of bypassing with this because the human existence and all of the ugly things that we perceive as darkness, that we perceive as unwanted, these are all things that we're actually here to work through, to honor and validate, to be able to actually bring more of that higher wisdom, those light, the lightness to the darkness, and be able to integrate these experiences into an embodied language and an embodied life of living. But we're so quick to want to stay in this space of only wanting to be high frequency. And within even just navigating towards the idea of only being high vibe, we create a whole construct that is bypassing the exact reason why we are here, which is to love. Well, I mean, you can assign any meaning to it. For me, it has been to find the magic in the mundane and learn how beautiful life is just as it is, without my human construct trying to define all of these things that I perceive them to be, when really it just is in the most beautiful way, without me imposing my beliefs. So, and granted, we're all here on this human path, and we're all play different roles. We all have our unique gifts and our unique abilities, which is lovely. Some of us are meant to work in the realms of the light, in the sense of teaching light sounds, light language, meditative practices, other occult practices. And some of us, and this is me, where I have been able to be in the depths of the darkness of the human experience, and been able to experience ecstatic bliss within the realms of spirituality, and be able to touch what I felt was an unconditionally blissful place just within my human existence, and be able to bring that down to the realms of the materialistic world within those dark spaces. Because now, as we learn and we progress on this journey, we understand that the darkest places aren't scary, that it is really the places that need more of that unconditional loving, kindness, compassion, and empathy. And so for these people who have the journey of exploring both the darkness of the human experience, and the blissness of the other realms, of the other worldly realms, anchoring that into the third dimension. It is important for us to understand that bypassing, which is like ignoring what we're really feeling, ignoring what we're really experiencing, ignoring our emotions, ignoring the human experience in order to create a certain other experience that is not necessarily what we are feeling. Bypassing is the surefire way to create suffering, right? And keep us in a space of always wanting something other than we are. So for those of us who are here to anchor in this light, this type of energy, I have found that it is important for the self-care, self-nurturing, self-love, and to learn to discern what is for you and what isn't for you, in the sense of, and in the sense of like what your path is. And so really understanding that speaking and seeking out to be only high vibrational is the exact thing, is creating an exact thing that you're already running from. We're continuous to run in these circles of only wanting to be high vibe, high frequency, work in the light, and only work in those spaces that bring of the highest frequency. I feel for me, it is mastering myself, mastering what comes up for me, mastering and embodying all that is within me in order to not feel threatened by the dark spaces, by those denser areas, knowing that I harness and have the ability to bring forth a profound embodiment within those places that people have not experienced that before. And I invite you to lean into that space a little bit more versus seeking to always be outside of the space that you don't want to go to.